was- It looks like I I might be live.
All right, I'm gonna refresh then.
Yeah. Wow.
And away we go.
All right.
I had to take a minute around the block and just process that last shot Javier pulled to win that last bet. You're just tuning into the finals here.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody is tuned in yet, but probably viewers will start arriving. So nice first break from Will. From Will, he has got a nice opener.
So he prefers to go by Will, or is that a friends call me Will type of thing? I don't want to start calling.
He got by Will. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never heard him of him referring to himself as William.
Well, I've been calling him William just because that's what was on the screen, and I don't know him to make that. We're gonna start giving pet names out to folks I don't know.
Some people named William go by Bill, right? But he doesn't go by.
Yeah.
He doesn't go by Bill. He goes by Will. That's right.
How's the speed? Absolutely spot on.
He was a little weak on that ball. Now he's made this transition a little more complicated than it needed to be by giving himself this kind of angle. So now he has to use some spin to keep himself. Yeah. Sometimes that happens under pressure, like you have a simple shot and you just kind of baby it, but he managed that well with inside spin.
Yeah. Close enough proximity to really kind of work his cue ball over.
I will definitely go the way where there is more room. Like getting in tight spaces there looks. He's trying to get into that tight space. Looks like I like there where you pointed out. So would that? How do I draw? Would that be by using the hints?
Do you have They can't. They're behind the times unless they stop and go and wait and stare at their screen for 12 seconds. There's no way that they're gonna know what we're doing. So you're not giving hints.
Oh, I see.
Do you have a mouse?
Oh, yeah.
So left click does squiggly lines, right click does straight lines, and then up to the top left by your microphone, you can clear it out. It will fade out pretty quickly. Here I am explaining things while he just played a very tight positional pattern on that 7 and then gets perfect on the 8.
Yeah. Will is playing very well today.
He is. Spending time on each and every shot, having a purpose with everything, playing fantastic safeties, playing strong. I think this is my third match that I've seen Will play in this tournament, so one of which was just a little while ago against Javier for the hot seat. This is a great run too, isn't it?
Yeah, he broke around the first game of the match, and that's a way to make a statement, right?
That is definitely a way to make a statement, especially after the safety battles that he played against him last match in the hot seat. He's like, I don't need to establish my safety game. Let's just run out. Like it.
No, Wilson. I'd say that the strongest part of his game is his safety game, and his kicking. He kicks out of safeties very well, also. But he can definitely run the balls. He's not.
Yeah, I mean,
You
that was not an easy out. He hit that very tight margin on the 7 ball.
Yeah, it looked to me that playing for that position was a little hazardous, but he did that perfectly. So how can you argue with it?
I'm eating my last piece of pizza. It's sitting here, been staring at me. I couldn't resist it anymore. Yeah, I think us analytical guys look at those tight positional patterns and look at all the ways that it can go wrong. But as Alex likes to tell me, he's like, don't ever tell me the odds because they don't matter when I succeed. And I'm like, yeah, well. Ooh.
Yeah, it's true. And the odds, they're not static. Right, the odds change depending on how you feel in that moment and how stroke you are and how confident you are in what you're doing, and so it's whichever odds happen in the long run are not necessarily the odds that you have in that moment on that shot, right? So
yeah, if you feel like the shot naturally lends to it.
It's fine. Like if you feel good about the shot, maybe it might be the craziest shot in the world, but you feel good about it and you can execute it. So in that moment, the odds are higher. And then now we'll discuss on the break and left a sitting duck, and Javier says thank you and takes it on. So
unfortunately, Will scratched directly into this pocket. The 10 ball found itself up close to that same pocket. Well, the last 2 games that I've seen Javier win have been in one shot.
So my friend Andrew McMahon went down to play this tournament, and I just noticed that 2 of the players that made it the final stages, both Will and another gentleman with a big beard, they had it seems like there were a few guys with big beards that they made it the final stages of the tournament. So, and Andrew was 2-0. So I told him, I see what your problem is. No beard.
No.
You need a beard to go deep in this.
Forgive us, folks. It's late. We're at the giggly stages at 2:45 a.m.
It's okay to have some fun.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I'm just thinking about watching this tomorrow, and I'm gonna look back at myself and go, oh, buddy. I think you're just playing this 2 ball almost dead straight in the face. I'm just using the 4 ball for coverage. If it does leak out, you got a whole wall of balls that.
I try to predict Will's safety, but often the safety he comes up with are much better than what I would have thought of. So I try to learn from that part of his game because he's very good at it.
Oh.
That was a nice hit, swerving around the ball, but the scratch was kind of very hard to avoid.
Yeah.
But I see that even though some of the more professional commentators, they think that their job is to predict the shot, but why? I'm not sure that should be the role. Sometimes the player at the table comes up with a better idea than us, right? So. Ooh.
Gets away.
Yeah, but he didn't want to shoot the 4 ball from there anyways, right?
play between 7 and 9 with some English. Gets the flick. Is there a rail though?
Let me go look at that because I generally didn't pay attention to the hit. I think it did hit the rail on the way down. Let's see.
I wasn't paying enough attention to. It's a moot point now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
He
because he
most
came across
definitely
the base of it.
Yeah, he definitely hit the 3-ball into the rail.
Oh. Pulling up the chat here. Will the beard prevail? Damn, early 10s.
Andrew
Thanks, Drew, for
hates
hanging
early
out with
10s.
us. Sorry, I was so focused on my pizza and giggles that I forgot about the chat for a minute and left you to your own self. It's quiet out there. I apologize. Really nice angle on the 4 to just cinch back. Ooh. Slightly elevated there. Got a little bit more out of that draw than I think he was hoping for.
Yeah, he might have to cinch it or stand over to the side rail and back out. Those are the two options. I like standing because you can put a better stroke on the ball. Sometimes babying those strokes, you end up, missing. And that's also he did stand over, but he missed the ball.
Lands pretty awkwardly flat. He might have enough angle to draw back up, but I think he'll be running into the 9. Oh, he had lots of angle to work with.
Yeah, and the diamond rails are very responsive. Like for that will be a much flatter angle on. I mean, it's the same angle, but it will play much flatter on a Brunswick kind of rail than a diamond, right?
Yeah. Drew says that Javier's cue ball likes that pocket. Would appear so. Looks like we got our tech guys here watching, making sure everything goes smooth. Had a little glitch in the system. We'll be back momentarily, probably about the time that he is shooting a 10 ball.
Are we frozen?
Yeah, Colin is working on it. He said that he's solving the issues. Looks like Javier worked out that rack. Takes a 2-1 lead. Breaks. Made a ball. gonna get a look. There's much.
He has a look, but not want to make the ball. I think doesn't look like it.
Looks like maybe like the most you can see is.
Yeah. He's trying to play the cross corner.
Hit the cross corner or carry on the 8? I think carry on the 8.
I can tell. He pointed at pocket, but we don't have the audio, right? So
yeah. How about
we only know
this?
He called something in that pocket.
That was a great solution to that position. Able to negotiate around the 8 in both directions.
I like going the short trail and trying to kick the short trail behind the 2 here and send the 2 ball up table and trying to stick the cue ball. But that's just my, the other direction. You can be more aggressive and try to make the 2 ball, but that's.
Yeah, kick in the direction that you just mentioned does make this ball about this wide.
Yeah, it's a bigger ball, and you can stick the cue ball and send the 2 ball up table. That's what I like about this shot. In a wheel, his kicking game is very, very solid.
He hit that right in the face. I think he may have got the pocketing angle covered up.
Yeah, he did. And in fact, I don't know if he can even see the 2 ball. At least not without scratching, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think he has to kick at it.
Gotta really swerve around the 5 here, let the English take. Does a nice job. Where's he gonna finish?
Perfect.
Players. Kicking out of everything over here. Does Will play one pocket, I'm assuming?
No, he actually doesn't. It's just I was trying to convince the guy to do it, but of course right now he's only focused on rotation because he has the big tournament coming up, right? So it's not a good time to take up a new thing. So.
Well, it just is creativity and safety play and kicking at balls, playing safe.
I think he will very much enjoy the game if he got into it, right? But no, I'm biased. Like, I think everybody will enjoy that game because to me it's wonderful. But then the truth is, a lot of people just don't.
Yeah, agreed.
So there is
I have the same conversation time and time again. They're like, I just want to make balls. I'm like, I get that.
It's just like, as one pocket player, I think that everybody wants to play one pocket.
Don't know what you're missing. Landed real flat on this ball. Looks like it's off the rail enough that you should be able to. My eyeballs were waiting for that cue ball to go somewhere, and he just selected to take on the long shot, which is just fine.
And yes, and on the 7-footer, sometimes taking long shot just makes your position window a lot bigger, and you're getting less trouble. And I do that myself a lot, especially because if you are used to shooting on the 9-footer, those shots are not really that long, you know what I mean? So, but right now he ran into the 8 ball and got himself in trouble. So, I think he's trying to kick this in 2 rails. Oof, yeah.
Tough ball to hit and not give something up.
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
Especially when it comes across the face and goes in the drink. See, I like just rolling forward, pocketing it this direction.
I think that's why it looks like he wants to stun on top of it.
Yeah, which is just fine as well.
Yeah.
It's all preference, what you're comfortable
It's
with,
not,
feeling in the moment.
so long as you commit to the shot. Sometimes there are too many options and you're just in between them, and then you end up doing something in between. Right.
He's played several
Uh,
matches on this table and playing all day, so he's got a good feel for the
he
speed of
got a little funny. He got a little funny on this nine ball. Looks like he has to either travel around the tank or hitting the nine ball to the right side of the pocket and taking a bit of a cut. I think he's traveling around it. Oh no, he's not. Oof. Yeah, he got funny on that last ball.
Yeah, we got funny and kind of overhit that ball. He's in close proximity, so it is cuttable from here. It's far enough off the rail. He should be able to get his cueing out of the way for the double kiss coming back into your cue, but not a hanger by any means.
Oh. Yeah, he got funny on that nine ball, and that cost him.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was like, especially when, he just had to stay on the right side of the nine, and he had all the room in the world to do that, right? And it's kind of like, and we all end up doing that sometimes when it's just such a simple out, and you end up making some unforeseen mistake that was very avoidable, and it can be really frustrating. So he has to pay attention to how he deals with this mistake now, and not let that get in his head, right? And I heard before that you need to have the memory, and you need to have the memory of a squirrel to the short to play pool. Like, you need to just be in the moment and forget about the mistake that you just made.
I think that's an insult to squirrels to relate them.
Or about goldfish. How about goldfish?
Goldfish, all right. Yeah. We like fish-related interactions in pool. I think he might be cinching this ball back. It looks like he's a little bit underneath of it, so might be able to kind of pinch draw it along this line pretty comfortably. I think going forward, he's elevated.
Yeah, just pinch drawing.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Oh, looks like he got right back to work. That he's not letting his last mistake get to him.
Yeah, it wasn't like he made a terrible error. I mean, the error on the 9 was just over-rolling it by maybe an inch.
I mean, yeah, was really on the ball before the 9. He got funny on the 9. I mean, like, he had to stay on the correct side of it, and he got on the wrong side of it. So it's always the side pockets on the bar table. They are very touchy, because the difference between being on the right side and the right side of the ball is often only, a ball width. So it's easy to make those mistakes, especially on the bar table.
Indeed. I was just reading the chat. Edward Winter said just got home from the booth and all the others shot well there.
Oh, there you go. It's finished in time.
I mean, I'm guessing that 7 ball goes by the 9. Must have enough.
Yeah, I think it does, but the 9 ball also looks wider to the corner. But the 7 ball does go, looks like. Otherwise, you wouldn't have played it that way, right?
Yeah.
So.
Nicely done, avoiding any hampering of the 10 ball in your hand positioning or queuing.
Yeah.
That's a thing that I constantly forget about when I'm looking at position. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the perfect line that I need to be there, and then I get there and I'm like, oh, this ball is right in my way for comfortable stance on the ball.
That is perfect here. It just needs to roll forward a couple of inches. Or even stop right there if you can. There you go.
Will bringing it within 1.
It's still pretty early in the race to do that.
Oh yeah.
So how much is this match worth?
I know that first place is 1,600 towards entries and side pots. I don't know what the cash payouts were working out to be for second place, but theoretically, if you win this and get in to the main event and win it, this match could be worth a whole lot.
Yeah, and I know that Will could play the main event either way. I don't know about Javier.
Yeah. Some of these events, it's also just being able to get into them, because sometimes they fill up nearly immediately. Oh, first place, according to Drew, also gets cash. What do you think about playing safe where you're just rolling the cue ball up, nestling behind the 3 ball? I think it's pretty natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be more available if it was a little bit off of the rail, but it's a pretty tight area to hit.
He was going for another tempo there.
Yeah. Slam him.
He won one match that way. Why not try it again?
Drew, are you in the room? Just curious, because you're calling out on the chat either very quickly. I'm just curious.
I think I know that he carpooled there with Will. They're both from here, right?
Oh, okay.
Drew lives in Kitsap County, Port Orchard, and Will lives in the Auburn area, I think. Anyways, they carpool together to the tournament. So,
Gotcha. I was like, you're calling out very quickly. That makes more sense. I'm catching up to you. Don't go spoiling it. We're like 3 seconds behind you, and the rest of the world is 12 seconds behind us. So don't type too fast.
You need to smoke some more weed, Drew. Slow down.
Enjoy yourself. Looks like he called the 10 here again. Oh, and the 2 goes right behind it. It has been foretold. Yeah, if that 3 ball is frozen, that's Oh, you guys are locked in. You can't go outside. You guys just stuck their toe closed. Got to sleep on the tables when you're done. Sleep on your wads of cash from winning a tournament.
Do you plan on driving home tonight, Drew? Or do you guys staying there somewhere?
Kind of hard to get a spot that's worth anything if you're getting at 5 o'clock in the morning. Got to be out by 10. That's like paying $150 for a nap.
That's true.
I've been there. I've had that conversation with myself of like, just a little half ball hit, kind of get the cue in the object ball. Cool. Yeah, I like that. Oh, you guys are going down to Vegas together. Very cool. JAVIER looking to pocket the 10 to get it away from the easy game winner. At least contemplating it.
Well, it's a 7-10, so there's only a couple of balls before it, right? So.
Yeah, and where the 4 balls, I think he's worried about getting into this area and being able to play that combo and safe potentially simultaneously.
I'm not sure that maybe is any better.
No. I think he was trying to tie it up in a little bit more unfavorable way, but
yeah,
have worked its way back into.
And then in fact, we might go for a shot right now. These guys are tired. They don't want to be here all night playing the set. They want to get it done with.
Oh yeah, I'm for it. I mean, you guys grind it out in whichever way you see fit, but if you wanted to ride blue cheese, I'm for that too.
Still can get over how JAVIER won the last match. That shot.
I want to be thinking about that for a while. Congratulations to JAVIER, but I also feel very bad for Martine. Unforced error. Pretty significant one there.
Yeah, this is trouble. Guess a good hit. Oof.
Not much for a reward.
It was tough to get safe there, and the entire side of the table was so open.
You're saying that they're both signed up, both him and Will, for this, whether regards to what happens here?
Yeah, I think that, especially for where the Fargos are, they're supposed to play regardless of the expense. You know, you have to swing at that.
Yeah, I mean,
or maybe it's just me being completely irresponsible. Well, you know, tournaments that are right at your level that can potentially pay life-changing money, they don't come around very often, right? So
yeah, that, I mean, to potentially make a yearly, decent yearly wage in the matter of 2 or 3 days playing pool it's very, very intriguing. Cue ball Goes straight into the right side. Lots of traffic in the center of the table. But you can get good on the 2 to the 3.
The toughest spot to get to is the 3 ball. Once you get to the 3 ball, the rack is very manageable.
Yeah.
Here, so. We got on the wrong side of this ball.
We were just talking about this with that 9 ball not too long ago. Pretty much the same shot.
Yeah, the side pockets and I guess the difference between the right side and the wrong side of the ball is often a matter of inches. So you have to be very, very close attention to shooting balls on the side about where you're ending up with the cue ball.
I love that shot. Could have got more action, but elevating up and jumping over the 8 ball, the English just did not lend to a lot of continued energy. Drew is trying to will this into existence in the chat. I don't think I've seen Will miss a kick in 3 matches.
No. He kicks very well. But often with purpose too, not just to get a hit. Right? He plays pretty good kick saves.
Yeah. Hitting the correct side of the ball consistently with good speed. Yeah.
Feel like these nets so far will have let a couple of racks get away from him in the day he was definitely favorite to take down, so he has to compose himself and take it from here.
Yeah, definitely think he's done the majority of the pocketing, but just a couple of little unforced errors at inopportune times. That's all it takes. Yeah, Edward, in the chat, you definitely do need to go check out Sober Star Saloon. It's a great venue. Hoping to see more action matches and tournament play happening there, especially now that EvoSports is going to have 2 tables covered and they have 20 7-foot diamond tables to make events happen. Yeah, Drew, I think from what I heard when I was there last weekend, the additional... I'm just feeling bad because I said I haven't seen him miss a kick yet, and the next one he shoots at, he misses. I think that they just added all these additional tables since the summer, so it's a pretty new setup, getting everything dialed in and things. It would be really cool to see some more events.
I'm just step away for a bit.
Wanted that 4 ball to carry over a little further. Pretty decent safety option with the 5 and 10 ball there, playing big. Oh, likely to get this one back. Tacking at 2 rails. Came just above the ball. Good position to connect the dots. Stays close to the rails. Got easier access to float out. Take the 8 in the side. Large area for margin. Plays it to perfection. Should be able to stun right at the 10. Maybe a little draw. Brings it back within 1. These gentlemen have been going since 11 a.m. yesterday. For those who are tuning in later, it is now 3:20 in the morning. And we're almost halfway through the final set. Oh, cue ball goes right into the drink. Yeah, most of these racks where scratches transpired, once you kind of solve the first 3 balls, the rest of it's been pretty available. Commentator chat's giving me a hard time because I'm getting sleepy. A little misjudgment on the speed there. Looking like he's trying to come 3 rails underneath of it. terrible line draws. Comes 2 rails into it, gets a nice solid hit. Sends it towards the pocket. He gets there and gets in the coverage. What a shot. It's recovery kick there.
All right. I see the Willows want to split within 1.
Yeah, brought it within 1. He did break and scratch, but Javier had an forced error, but made a really nice kick.
See, like that kick, he knew exactly that the cue ball would come towards the 2 obstructing balls, and the 3 ball most likely ended up near the top rail. Like, he's very good at managing those kind of kicks.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
I learned from Will in those particular type of situations when we play.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you get to see it time and time again, you start to pick up like, oh, that's how you're going about that. That's...
You know, like, I noticed that even when you're competing, if you can get your mind away from, because we're all competitors, we all like to win, right? But if you can get your mind off the focus on winning and losing, you actually pay attention to what your opponent is doing. You open yourself up to so much more knowledge, right? Because instead of being worried about whether you're getting a good shot next or not, you're actually, you're seeing how your opponent is screwing you up.
Right.
Right. So,
well, I think that's one thing that when you're watching pro level play, a lot of it is pretty repetitive because they are playing a lot of the same patterns and not getting very far out of line.
They don't. They play almost perfect. They almost never get out of line, and so. But that's not us, right? So the kind of game that we have to play is a little different than theirs. So and it's like we get to play more safeties because we get out of line more, right? So
yeah, come up short, and rather than taking on a Hail Mary situation. See what kind of difficult position you can leave your opponent in. Kind of like jumping the ball here.
looks like Drew is stirring up action and. In the chat because he's
I left him alone for a second and he's like calling people out.
And Drew, are you sure you want to play Dylan? Dylan is pretty tough.
I don't know about always down.
Do you have a story you're trying to tell, Trevor?
No, I'm just trying to get action myself. If the bear has been poked, I just kind of like jump in and be like, ah!
Yeah.
Come at me. I'm always
which is just barking anyways, because I live far from Dylan and Dylan lives far from you. So.
Yeah.
And I live very far from you.
I tried getting action with Dylan with the house cue last week because I didn't even bring my cues up with me. Needs to slow down a little bit. Oh, yeah, he's.
I was thinking because I had when I was there, I was just down in San Diego for a wedding, and I didn't bring my cues because I didn't want to have to check luggage. But anyways, I was thinking about going because I had the entirety of Wednesday pretty much. Like, how about if I just go to one of the local pool rooms but then, without the cue, it's like, what kind of game can you even make with the cue you never hit the ball with,
All house cues play just the same. Great. Ooh, this is a little funny.
This is one of the situations where I will probably just take the bank, draw back. I don't know. It's just like he likes the long shot, and that's one way to go by it. You can just roll down and take your medicine.
Yeah,
I think that I like drawing back just maybe a diamond and just take the bank cross side myself. Right now.
You gonna try and force follow here? Yeah, it's a lot of stroke to ask for.
Yeah, but you know what? He's not gonna end up all that bad.
Oh, especially the 10 ball spots right in front of it. Oh my goodness! But then you're getting it back.
Definitely. Oh. We thought it was a good roll, but it really wasn't.
It was a good roll until the 10 dropped, and then it's like, ooh. Well,
ouch.
Javier says, yeah, I'll spot this for you. Go for it.
Javier got excited once that tempo. He ran to spot up that ball.
Yeah, he's like, let me help you there. I'd love to put this for it. 8-ball plays pretty big, though. You got, as long as you get past the side pocket.
So
that point. Yeah, situations like that when you miss a ball badly and then you're forced to shoot from your situation that you left, it's kind of just like a little bit harder to swallow times.
Is Dylan still in the building?
He is.
So
I know.
So Drew and Dylan are locked up in the building together, waiting for this match to get finished. Javier finished the job, pulls a bit ahead too.
Well, the chat has gone quiet since they've realized that they're sitting practically next to each other.
There might be a second match worth commentating.
There might be another commentating match. We gotta keep these boys awake till they open again tomorrow. Yeah, did you play in that 626 and below, that $500 entry that Jesse put on?
I did, yeah.
So, speaking of long hauls, I was working with Steve and Carissa and didn't get to shoot a whole lot of pool and really wanted to play that tournament. So when I got done, I had like 4 days to get ready, and I stayed with Joel, and we started playing at about, I don't know, maybe like 10 o'clock on Thursday. And we walked out of the shop there in Eugene at like, I want to say like 9:30 in the morning. Went over and grabbed some donuts. I stayed up all day, and then that way I was able to sleep it off and try and... I did pretty good the first day, but by Sunday, man, when I came in, I was not ready.
Yeah. As you know, as years have passed, it's become harder and harder for me to pull those like pool all-nighters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like it was easier when I was 25. I'm going to just...
How old are you now?
I'm 38. I mean, I'll be 38 next month.
Yeah, I'm 35 this year. Is the carom on? Don't think so. 4-ball looks a little bit too past it.
I think he's trying to pocket the 4 in the corner. I can't tell if he does. You're right, though. Andrew and Dylan have gone quiet in the chat, so maybe they're.
We've lost 2 viewers and they've gone quiet in the chat. Like, my suspicions are peaked. Now I want to know what the action is.
Yeah, exactly. Now I want to know what the game is.
Exactly.
Now we're nosy. You can't just leave us out of it.
Yeah, no, like, are you guys still here? Or are you playing? Like, say nothing and we're just going to assume you're playing a $100 set.
I might send Drew a message and ask him.
Do it. I need to know. Really nice safety by Will. Lots of lines blocked up. Got 1 rail kick action. Got to avoid the 7.
Yeah, I just recently started picking up rotation again because sounds like we get to play in January. Right?
Yeah. I am hearing. Drew said, "I'm here, LOL." Edward's calling him out to get on the Northwest pool thing.
It sounds like that's mostly Oregon guys, right?
No.
Oh, it's
Will
not.
Gibbons was in that.
Well, I mean,
Imitating.
you mean a guy that lives 5 miles from the Oregon border?
I'm pretty sure Pacific Northwest pool thing is in Washington. If we're getting technical.
I always see the Oregon guys matching up in those streams.
Yeah, it is because they are the closest. Sorry. Like I said, I get snarky when I get tired. I'm just like... Flat on this ball.
Well, I think you can pop this one out.
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, like the diamond rails are very responsive to that kind of shot. Nice here. He might need to use a little bit of inside English to get himself to the 8 ball.
Yeah, I think.
It's not like. But he's Will has been playing with Q as long as I remember, at least 7 or 8 years. So he probably knows very well the deflections. Oh, that's gotten away a little bit.
Side pocket. Plan B.
Side. I don't know if you can cut it in the side. Maybe. Or we might have to take the bank. The bank looks almost straight in, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, for bank pool players, that's all we see is the side rail and the side pocket. But I've been calling bank. Like, I get so excited when a player takes on the bank. I'm pretty sure this is cut in the side. Oh, yeah. Fires it in. Comes around, gets above the 9. Nicely done.
Yeah. Well, the race is still long. We'll definitely let several racks get away from him. But at our level, we all do have those outs that were supposed to be out, and then
here. This
Something
has
happened.
now become a very missable shot.
Yeah, and the cue ball is gonna come around hot too, so you have to manage that and make sure to stay away from those 6 holes.
6 holes, yeah, those things are dangerous. Outside. In the cue ball, like right here.
Nice shot. Look at that, you drew the path perfectly.
It's so much easier sitting here on my couch. Got no pressure, got no worries. I just gotta take educated guesses and sometimes they work out.
You don't have a horse in this race, right?
Oh, I did.
I
did. And they're not at the table right now, so I still love them.
Was there an auction? I didn't really follow.
No, there was just a couple local guys that came up from the Medford area. I think one took 7th, 8th, the others took 5th, 6th. They had a swing.
Yeah.
Had a good swing. But tournament play is you gotta be playing peak all day. A couple of good shots does not win a tournament.
Well, we'll pull within 1, so. And this fight this time has kept the cue ball on the table, but he has not made a ball.
Not made a ball and not left. I think that 4 ball blocks a portion of that pocket.
Yeah, I think that ball plays pretty big off the 7, because if you can just get it to go in that general direction, it's gonna go in the hole. But
no couch coaching. It's always easier here.
oh, look at that.
Hear it in. Where's the cue ball gonna end up though? Ugh.
Yeah, this is a tough situation to manage here.
Yeah. Lots of open space and nowhere real convenient to duck. Actually don't hate just calling the 4 ball just because if it doesn't go, you're likely to tie the 2 up near the 7.
I wonder what he's gonna come up with. I'm curious.
Like you gesture towards the upper left.
Oh, he is trying to go for his pocket. Oh, and he's gonna scratch.
Oh,
That's brutal. The pool gods are grumpy tonight.
they're like, let me go to bed.
He wants to go for his hair. I think you have to run up the balls here.
Yeah, I mean,
well, get into the 3. I mean, if you can keep the 2 ball right where the 9 is, then you can play the 3 in the side. But if the 2 ball gets away a little bit, then that becomes a much harder position to manage.
yeah, I think really easing this one in. Yeah. Always ask who wants to grab my ankles in this shot. Hold me up on the table. I'm gonna throw my back out watching him right now.
My back hurts just watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna look away. That shot would take me 2 days to recover from.
Pull a muscle here.
Yeah, I'm as flexible as a cinder concrete block. more good positional play from the 4 to the 5, and
he has to stay on the right side of this one.
yeah,
Maybe after the first 2 times of making a mistake. Oh, wow, off to 7. That was adventurous, but it worked out well for him.
I'm enjoying commentating with you. Your that honest brutality of it, I love it. That was adventurous. And known as your buddy, so love it.
Yeah, I mean, I only have I don't have a monetary stake in the race, only an emotional one. You know, I just want to see my friend do well. That's,
Oh yeah.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, after we passed 1 o'clock in the morning, I said that I'm no longer rooting for who's at the table, but whoever's ahead. So,
I can see that. What do you do here? Do you try to go for the side, or do you try and just stay there for the corner pocket?
I think
maybe stay for the corner copper. Oh yeah, yeah.
And if you're just tracking along this line,
yeah. Nice. Is he on the right side this time? Good enough.
yeah, go away line.
Do those lines that you're drawing on this screen actually appear on the YouTube later? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh no!
Drew.
That was a quick.
Type slower.
That was a quick. That was a quick transition on that stroke. Yeah, you gotta feel like Will is gonna be beating himself so far this set.
Yeah, I feel like if you're shooting really well, but then finding yourself a little bit funny here and there, man, it's just so easy to see games slipping away. I'm not saying like Javier's not playing well. I'm just saying that Will's doing a lot of the heavy lifting in at least 3 games.
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 or 4 games where he let the last 2 balls of the racket away from him.
And if you look at it as a 6-game spread on 3 games, that's a tough thing to fade in a race to 11.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there is still time to recover. It's just
Oh yeah.
These mistakes are piling up to a lot of games. So that big swing that you had, those mistakes. Without those mistakes, we'll probably be winning this set 7-3 right now.
Yeah. Edward in the
chat. Race to 11.
Yeah, Edward in the chat saying it's a grind. You got to get your mind right. I mean, when you start making mistakes at that key moment, like that pressure can start to build. They can compound. But I mean, he's shooting strong. I mean, like lots of great positional plays working around. But it only takes one mistake. Cost you a wreck.
Yeah, and every rack is 2 racks if you think about the actual position in the race. So it's yeah. I think maybe the camera is a little misleading in this other shot because from this like the position looks really tight. Now maybe on the actual table is bigger than what it looks like from here. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, what looks
So,
like something that barely goes through could have 4 inches of play from the player's perspective. That's why I always like drawing lines to kind of give reference from outside edge of balls. Like, to me, that looks like he's not on that ball. But he's sizing it up confidently.
He's aiming into shooting the hole, so I'm assuming he does. Oh yeah, yeah, all in the room. That's the 6-ball pass. That corner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's available line there, but got a very flat negative angle.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to power stunt this, which makes the shot very missable, right?
Yeah.
Shots are especially more missable when the object ball is standing as opposed to rolling forward, right?
Yeah.
The object ball sliding makes it a lot more ratable than the object ball rolling forward.
Yeah, and you start putting a lot of speed on things, and it really shows any errors in your mechanics.
Ooh, wow. Yeah.
In that 7, and things get real close to that pocket.
Javier is a good banker, though. I kind of see him taking the shot on. Right.
Yeah. It's a tricky little bank. Speeds everything. I think like a slow medium speed, allowing the angle to open up.
The slow speed opened up that bank a little more than he intended.
Yeah.
And he still didn't get to the 7. It was tough to manage the speed on that bank. Here you need to do something. Like a very powerful draw stroke to come 2 rails this way, right?
Yeah, that's...
Right, so I mean, it will be more like out here, but you get that. How do I get rid of the line?
Right click gives you straight lines.
Oh, okay.
Where's it gonna end up?
Okay, so if I use hint and the right click as opposed to the left, we'll give you a straight line.
Yeah, so you like click and hold, and you can drag, and it'll hold down until you release, and then it gives a solid line that way. Pretty thin cut. Got ball's width or more off of the rail. Handles it no problem. Where's it gonna end up?
Perfect.
Well,
not quite perfect, but good enough.
yeah, I think he would have liked another foot, but this is definitely very manageable. Yes, Edward, you have heard correct. Patrick is working with them. I'm not exactly sure when he's doing the setup. I know that he's in town this weekend, and I know that if he can, he would like to get it set up while he's in town, not to have to make another trip. Talking about getting 2 more tables, or 2 tables total in Silver Star to have EvoSports being streamed on.
Javier puts 3 games ahead. This is becoming a very significant lead in a race to 11.
Yeah. He's definitely keeping the pressure on and capitalizing on the opportunities that he's presented. Slow rolling that 6 in and taking the thin cut on the 7, showing that he's here and ready to pounce at any opportunity. So according to Justin within the chat, Patrick will be installing the camera within hours because it's going to be happening technically later this morning. I don't know how late Patrick was up watching this and supporting us, so I don't know about what qualifies as morning. Yeah, Edward, I do know that 20 was definitely a part of the conversation, and likely they will put them in close proximity. Nice shot here. Yeah. Almost found that tiny little window. Maybe an edge of it. Hey, look at Dylan's still awake. Look pretty good.
Another good safety from Will.
Oof, yeah.
His safety game has been on point. So far, this race is just gotten fun in the last couple of balls, and that's cost him several racks.
Yeah, this is a super difficult ball to hit. I might actually be considering just tying up some balls. 2 balls.
Yeah, I think there is a 2-rail lane, but to hit just below the one.
Really
after this is that. But from the position of the 2, I can see why he went for the hazard, because the 2 ball is not really makeable. You have to shoot a pretty tough combination.
Yeah, he called it down by the 6, and man, had he just caught that point, cue ball could have just gone directly into the 1 ball, and we could have seen a pretty spectacular shot. I know it went straight into the side pocket, but it was not off by much.
Is there fake foul in this tournament?
Yep, I have yet to see one on stream. Seen a couple of times where folks have been on 2, but up on the 7 ball, not gonna get away from
him. Got away from him this time.
Watch out. Yeah, I think had he made that ball, the cue ball would have been very close to the scratch line, just slightly overcutting it, allowing that top to grab. Was the subconscious kind of saying, avoid the scratch?
Does he see the ball from here?
Looks like you can see it. Is he gonna find that window?
I think he has a window, but maybe not. He's grabbing his short stick, looks like. Easy to jump over the edge of the 7.
shout out to the 10 people in the chat. Hanging out with us into the wee hours. You guys are party animals. I'm over here with scotch tape holding my eyelids open.
Like a Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I got eye drops to keep me from having the blink, and we're ready to rock. Bend around the 6 ball here. I put a stroke on this a little bit. Nice. Very well executed shot.
Yeah. Definitely Will cannot afford to give away any more games from here. I know you're just rooting for who's ahead.
Hey, if he mounts a comeback and it's 6 a.m. when I get off of here, it's all free overtime, baby. Oh,
Oh, that does not look good.
No, it did not.
I'm curious about what the payouts are for this. I wonder if I can find out.
Edward in the chat says, was there all day and ran my weekly tournament. Now he just wants to see who wins. Edward, are you who I borrowed your queue when I was there last weekend and played with? If you're running the weekly tournaments, I do believe so. And if so, how many did you get for your 9-ball this week? Great
nice
hit.
there.
Rail.
The 9-ball? The 9-ball didn't make it?
Yeah, I think he was looking at the other balls, and Javier told him that the 9-ball got there. Good sportsmanship.
Right. Well, you can bank this, but you're kind of going the wrong way with the cue ball a little bit. I guess maybe you have to follow it inside. Yeah, nice shot.
Get there.
But it's not going to get there.
Man,
you needed a pretty good stroke to make that work.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I remember the shaft was a Predator 314 in response to Edward asking which cue it was. You said it was your original baby. I remember which, or your OG baby. No baby was involved. You'll tell me what it is momentarily.
Ooh, I almost made that. The 510 looks pretty good in the side from here.
Kill your horses. We got lots of games left, but not everything's a ride in the cheese.
Is it still called cheese in Temple, even though it doesn't look like a piece of cheese?
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
It's cured. Is he swerving between this? Oh, what a hit. Gets the coverage of the pocket, I believe, by the 7 each hour. Played good, and it was pretty. I think your cue is the first cue I've played with in probably 8 years that wasn't my own. That's the first time I've gone anywhere without my cues. I felt naked all weekend. Nice stroke. Gets a lot out of it, more than he wanted. He can take it to the other same pocket he just made one in. Edward's used to these late nights running his weekly tournament. I don't know about this late. Cue ball's gonna get pretty awkward. Sizing up if he can draw and pinch it up by the short side of the 9. Eesh. I don't think you want to look.
You can draw into the rail. It might just make sense to just draw it, like a full stroke, because you'll probably end up with a shot, as opposed to trying to pinch it. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, that's another mistake in those last 3 balls.
This one's heading away from the 9 and pretty thin. Yeah, Edward, I'm used to late nights too, but this is a different type of late. This is going on about 3 hours past my typical bedtime.
Yeah, I thought that there he will try to go around the table. He have to just make the ball and take it from there.
I feel like he's daring to take on the bank here.
I am definitely taking on that bank. But
I think
it might not be a good idea, but I'm definitely going for it.
You trying to get action or what?
Would you not shoot that bank to get out from here?
Yeah.
He would actually.
But I'm a fish, to quote Melina Mike.
I actually played with Melina Mike quite a bit of one pocket. He got me the first time, I got it the second time. So we have nice shot.
Where is it? Don't worry, I won't shorten it down to just one word. I'm not a local. Although the past 2 weekends, I feel like I've spent more time staring at this table 5 than I have any other table this year. Just feels that way. It's not true, but
Oh, wheel stops the bleeding, because that was turning into a multiple rack streaks that for JAVIER there.
Yeah, JAVIER dared him with the bank and he took it on and pulled it out. Theoretically, over halfway.
Yeah, they're not playing at a bad pace, but the racks have not really been easy, and every rack has been having some complication.
Yeah, Speaking of, yeah, you got a good angle on the one ball to do something with the two, but you're right up against the rail, so not able to work as much as you'd like.
I think he left the left edge of the, to maybe even enough to pocket it.
I think
It
so.
will probably likely crash into the 4, right?
I think it's going to go short of the 4 if he pockets this. I think it's going to be kind of tracking along that line.
Oh, nice shot there from Miguel. But no reward.
Yeah, I mean, he had to hit such a tight window in here. Another calling it in case it goes. This is a ball you want to hit really good or not even be close to the pocket, because if it comes into this line, you'll be okay. And where the 4 ball goes, I don't really think pocketing this is super productive unless you can really load up on top and bend your cue ball underneath of the 8. That's a tall order. Stinking one pocket players. That was a good one pocket shot there. But in one pocket, jumping is only done with playing cues, whereas here we got shorties to try and make something happen. He looks pretty straight. Might be able to attempt to cheat the pocket by overcutting it a little bit. Get up for the 4. Trying to get too much movement out of the cue ball here. Could jump off the table, trying to put a little bit too much into it. Oh, glances the 8. Yeah, I'm really excited to see 2 tables going in at Silver Star as well. Love sweating the action. Got a lot of good players in your guys' area. Gonna watch a lot of final matches with Cole Gibbons and Steve Klein and Chad Visconner, just to name a few. Gets just wide enough to get past the 9.
Yeah, looks like Javier is running away. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. I was going to say running away is one way to say it. Wow, what a shot to try and come back up for that. That's he made a very similar one in the mirror image of this earlier. I think he practices that shot too.
Yeah, well, one pocket players are used to shooting from the rail, right? Because that's where
Yeah.
your opponent always leaves you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I've not seen Javier making big mistakes at the end of the racks, right? And that's kind of been the difference in this set. So far, anyways.
Yeah, both players have been playing real solid. I just think, yeah, I agree with you that William has let a few too many games slip away in the final couple of balls where, unless he starts getting some returned gifts from unforced errors from Javier, he's going to have to play real tight from here on out. It is amazing how much more congested 1 ball more than 9 ball. The 10th ball makes the table.
Yeah, the biggest difference is that in 10 ball, well, for once it's harder to make a ball break, but it's also the 9 ball, the balls tend to span towards the outside, while in 10 ball they tend to cluster in the middle of the table, which blocks a lot of the position paths. So that just a one extra ball makes a huge difference in the difficulty of the game.
Agreed. Javier's looking for another one of these. Come across the top and get into the 10 ball.
Maybe he called the 1 ball this time.
Because if he did, he was really close and just got a very unfortunate roll.
This might be one of those situations where it might be worth trying the 3 foul. And, your opponent is already on 1. You put them right on, snug on the 7. I don't know. Maybe not. I think that's what he's doing.
I think so too. I think if we can get this over close to the 2, sucking up there. If a good hit is not achieved here, you got, or excuse me, the 4 ball. Little pinch inside.
Yeah, he didn't get to the 2nd foul, leave alone the 3rd one.
Yeah.
But he earned himself a shot. Yeah, if you're leaving so little distance between the algebra and the cue ball, you need to be right on the obstructing ball. You can't leave any air. Otherwise, good player will always sit at that kick on you, right?
Yeah. I mean, that was a strong kick from Javier. I mean, cinching up the ball, coming up high and everything like that. So much feel and speed is involved with that. But yeah, like you said, when they're in close proximity, it's a lot easier to gauge that. Got to play those long distance with balls near. Cut down lines and cut down angles that you can get at it. Make the ball smaller.
Back or cut in the side, and cue ball is kind of gonna go a little wild here. make and right underneath the 7 ball.
I'm just calling the 10 ball here and overcutting the 3. I don't think that's on. It's too thin. Think he got there?
He left an edge of the ball.
Oh yeah. Who in the chat upset you? That is some aggressive typing, bud. Those were fighting types.
I think the microphone might just be a little bit too close to my keyboard.
No, I know. I'm
not
trying to make myself laugh so I stay conscious. I found myself just staring at the screen. I'm like, oh yeah.
I'm not mad at anybody.
Fool, you're supposed to be present.
I'm not mad at anybody.
Not yet.
I was
Chat,
talking
don't
to-
try me. I'll whip out my aggressive typing.
Watch out for my typing.
Little nudge. That's
That's
the
good
favorite
enough.
one. Close enough proximity to kill the cue ball. Although those little delicate shots become exponentially more difficult when you're this tired. Oh, that sneeze was almost really loud for y'all. I barely got the mute button off in time. Oh yeah. William in good position. Needs to stay that way for one more shot.
You called him Will for a little while, now you're back to William.
Yeah. I'm so tired of having to look down and confirm who I'm talking about.
Oh, another one. Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, I think the fatigue is definitely showing up.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, it looked like it was still moving a little bit. Like I thought that was
the
gonna.
first time. This is the first time I see Javier messing up on that last couple of balls of the rat.
Yeah, slightly overcut that one.
Do you take the shot to the side here, or do you try and raise the cube up for the corner?
I think if I can comfortably come this way. Oops. Let me try my actual mouse here. You can avoid the point. Come out like this, I think, is the most preferred method, but it looks like he's drawn. Yeah, that's a good option too. Yeah, I think those shots are just so positional. Like I know that was really deep in the pocket. So having to be at the table and kind of seeing Those little intricate details. Plays such a huge role.
Well, him too. He gave the game away, and Javier gave it right back, saying, "Oh no, you gave too many gifts already. I feel bad now."
And I'll be honest, I've been sitting down all day, and I am toast. I don't know how these boys are still grinding away. Edward saying they had a chance to stop and come back tomorrow. Dylan's like I said, this would be a one-day tournament, and we have another 8 hours before that day is complete. Four ball rolling straight up the rail. See the one, but can you play the half ball hit and just get the one ball to the rail? Yes, you can. Don't think you can put enough draw to have this bite off of the long rail in time. Side pocket.
All right, Travers. Hate to do this to you, but I gotta go to bed.
Hey, I hear you.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking with me so long. Enjoy your Christmas tree
Yeah,
journey tomorrow.
Yeah, we have. I have things to do in the. Well, today it's in a few hours.
Today, in a few hours.
So I gotta get at least a few hours of sleep in.
Definitely. Thanks for hanging with me so long. We'll catch you on the next time.
All right.
All right. See ya.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too. Yeah, I agree with you, Edward. Good on Silver Star for getting it hooked up. The players are going to enjoy it. Guys like me who just live, eat, and breathe pool. Love to see the local action. Oof, 10 ball almost dropped there. Looked like he was gesturing down that way for the just in case. I'm not sure which ball he called. I think Drew has fallen asleep in his seat. He's been unresponsive in the chat. Where's the 3 gonna end up? I actually don't hate overcutting the 2 ball and calling the 10 ball here. So I just don't know if you can. Being above the 3 ball is just so hard to get anything beneficial to have happen. Let's see what he comes up with. Now he's calling the 10. Oh, 2 railing into it, I think. for the top side of the free ball, heading back up in here. Ouch. I think the 310 combo is going to be considered from here. Yeah. Considered and put away. Javier gets within 2 of securing this tournament. Edward, when you say join the community, are you talking about becoming a commentator? Because if you're considering becoming a commentator, reaching out to Patrick Nix or Justin Lee. They are the Colin Sue. Oy. Yeah, I have no voice as well. It's I don't yell, have to holler out at folks. Yeah, it's always nice having local person, Dylan, is around that area fairly often, it sounds like, coming out for your tournament, like having the locals knowing who's playing and who's who, and letting the commentator group know when things are happening. All those things are very important to the pool community of EvoSports and connecting all of us pool nuts together. This is a really thin hit on the 10. It is not as available, even though the 10 ball looks very juicy. I would be considering just making these last 4 balls. Yeah, playing the 10, playing the bank is pretty high probability. Close to that point, so it could, yeah, it's still gonna go. JAVIER gets within 1. Edward, if you're also on Facebook and we aren't already friends, hit me up and I can send you ways to get in contact with those folks. Indeed, Drew. That was brutal. I think 6 hours ago, Will would have likely just gone for the out there. For sure, Edward. We'd love to have you. Because they'll also go over a few of the community guidelines and different things like that, just for keeping everything on the up and up. Really good safety there by Will. JAVIER relinquishing. Yeah, I sent you a request there, Edward. Do you prefer to go by Ed? I've seen your other profile. Oh no. This next shot could be it. Yeah, he's calling the 10 on the side. For all the marbles. And with that shot, Javier wins the tournament. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Sleep well. Don't text me early. Catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night.